starting to come into the dunes now. Oh. I wasn't ready for it to turn the corner. Well, Nev and I are leaving about 10 minutes later than the other guys. We finally got sorted, almost ready to go, and Nev realised he packed his, or left his glasses inside his tent. You can't see without them, so we had to unpack and start again. We're mobile now, hopefully. Righto, rolling out the first morning of the desert. See how the dunes treat us today. Ball. And they just stopped there. We stopped there last time. The mornings are always a bit easier to ride in the sand. A bit more hard packed. Looks like it's pretty chopped out from all the traffic going over to the Finke. Might make some of the east and down ramps a bit chopped out. Looks like it was bloody wet out here at some stage though.
Guys, there's 5 spikes in total, 1 vehicle, but we're well spread out. Yeah, tyres fucked.
Just tell him Nev and Adam are here to fix.
Oh, that's not bad. Nev and Adam are here to help.
Nev needed a cigarette. Nev needed a cigarette.
The issue is it's going to flex more than the tyre's going to lift. I just had this all the way up here and it still was on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we need to get a...
We're still cruising along. We just had to change to Zach's tyre. It was already had sidewall damage, probably from the pressures being let down. It's like the... what do you call them? The plugs have let go in the sidewall. So far, conditions are pretty good. It's pretty chopped out, as I said before. Mornings are always easier to cruise through. The sand's probably a little bit damper from the overnight. So far I haven't really noticed a great deal of difference going through here on a 1090 to this time on a 690. If anything, I'd say the 690's not underpower, but just haven't had the grunt on tap from the bottom end, whereas the big girls, they just pull from nowhere. Got to sort of be, I guess, in a better gear to make sure you've got it on tap on the smaller bike. It's the only thing I'm noticing really, like other than the handling and everything's not much different, like, especially when you got all your fuel and shit on the back of your bike. But that first day is always the hardest with getting your balance and all your skills in a row. Sort of cruising along third, around that 50, chopping it off at the top of the dune and then driving it down the other side. in, we stopped from Mount Dare to, it was like 2 dunes before Perney Bore on the first afternoon, on a 22 690. I put 7 litres of fuel in the rear main tank. We'll see how we go with the, I've got 40 litres of fuel total, so I've got a 13.5 rear and a 5.5 raid garage front tank, so it gives me 19 litres, and I've carried an extra 21 litres, so that gives me the 40, and then we've got to do the diversion around Air Creek, extra 60k, so if you're just putting along like this, I can't see the bike using a excessive amount of fuel, but it's only early days. We've had Claude's tyre off 3 times. He's pinched it once, put it back in, we've had the tyre off, we've checked it for fucking contaminants, spikes. What are we up to now, Claude? 3 tubes?
Yeah, I think so. You don't want to buy one of them?
No, it's used.
Don't video me, you don't want the evidence.
Anyway, we think we've got it sorted now. As long as when he does that up, it doesn't go. Rightio, looks like we finally got Claude on the way. Don't know how long we're there for, probably blew an hour, I suppose. Yeah, it did, just about an hour. Get my sea legs back. Oh, lunch is done. We go again. We are. Gotta get me eye in again. Around these I found you got to idle around, get your turn. Point and shoot. Boys are just poking along. David out the front on the T7. Nev's on the 1090. Claude in front of me's on the 690. You still feel let's put a little bit of fuel out of my bladders just to try and get it out of the position of being high, throwing off balance. You still feel like I've got 5 litres on the right hand side, no, 8 litres on the right hand side still, and probably about maybe 3 on the left. And you can still feel it when you try to turn, it sloshes the other way. Someone's coming towards us. Hear the radio going. No, it might be the fellas before going away from us. Guys in the cars again. The boys look like they're stuck. Both stuck. Claude. There's David. Squares along good on T7. We are. So David. He's carving it up. Comes Nev. Another big girl, 1090. Zach. You can see where we've been. As far as the eye can see, the track. Fatigue setting in. Nev's had a bit of a tumble. Nice work. Leaving second night in the desert. We're about 60 k's from Popple's Corner, and I've still got 8 litres of fuel in bags on the bike, and the bike's full. We'll see what today brings. Channel 10. Oh, Nev's bike didn't sound like she wanted to go. 59 k's to K1 line, so yeah, it should be there. Pretty good time. Done 283 k's since Mount Dare. Other than Claude's flat tyres yesterday, a couple from, well, he pinched one putting it in from the day before and went down the next day, and then pinched it twice trying to put the next one in. Yeah, hopefully today will be a trouble-free day. Traction control off. This is my brother's young bloke. He decided to come along with us on the trip. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, so when he decided to come, my brother came with his 450 instead of his T7, just to keep him company in the car on the long legs during the day on the road before we got here. Yeah, so some of us have opted to do it unassisted, carrying all our fuel and everything, but yeah, people always say, oh yeah, it wasn't truly unassisted, but yeah, I guess it's a bit of security. Got no way of getting bikes out if they break down or anything. At least we've got a vehicle, I suppose. Yeah, so yesterday, sort of getting to 60 k's west of Popple Corner. The big boys, they only had one drop each during the day, which is pretty good. Both carrying their fuel, all their camping gear. Yeah, on a T7 and a 1090, so yeah, it was pretty good for them. Yeah, then the 690s. Yeah, I didn't have a drop yesterday. I'd be lying if I said I didn't come close. Just coming into corners too hot and not paying attention. Was mainly later in the afternoon when you got a bit of fatigue and you're thinking about other things, like a steak and a beer at Birdsville, or what the missus is doing at home. But yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I think both Nev and I, the last time we came through on the 1090s, we both had at least two the first day and then one the second day each. So we're already beating our average. 690 is a little bit more forgiving. So far as when you get out of shape, you can bring it back. Whereas a 1090, you just got to go wherever it takes you and hope it leaves you upright at the end of the journey. I'm fighting on Nev. I'm his babysitter today. You drop a 1090, it's pretty difficult to pick up by yourself, considering we're only little weed men. Which way is Nev going to go? Left or right? Right. Still just motoring along. Just thought I'd changed a few things with my gear this time after the last Simpson crossing. Some of it I'm really happy with it and some of it's shite. So both Nev, who's in front of me, and myself and one of my brothers have the Revit gear. I can't remember the exact name of the model it is, but it's basically states that it's fully waterproof, and it is. When we were coming through the Flinders, it rained for a day and I didn't get wet at all through the body. The liners in them, we were riding some mornings around low single digits and didn't get cold at all. For this trip I bought a set of 100% waterproof gloves. Lasted a week and they're all just falling apart. Nev bought a set as well. Yeah, he's not happy with them either. The only other change I made on this trip was the last time I wore my Tech 7 Dry Star boots, and yeah, they're comfortable, but I found when you on the majority of your trip, when you're going into pubs of a night because you've only got your bike gear to go to town in and have a feed in, you become a little bit uncomfortable. So this time I bought a set of former adventure boots. Bloody comfortable when you're just sitting there doing miles on the road or dirt roads and you can sit down. But in this stuff, they're not made for it. They're no good on your feet. My fucking feet are killing because you're standing up pretty much all day and just looking for any spot you can to sit down. Like they're comfy as, good for walking around. Like if you're going sightseeing, you're walking down tracks and shit, having a look. They're just like having a set of Blundstones on. But they're no good for this stuff. My feet are, haven't even been going half an hour. My feet are killing already from yesterday. So yeah, if anyone is coming to do this and you're prone to getting sore feet riding, don't wear the former adventure boots, you won't be happy. Anyway, it's a bit of a wrap from my gear anyways. You always got something that works and doesn't work. That's what it's all about, getting out and having a crack. The dingo just sitting there in the sun. How you going, buddy? How you going, mate? Lapping up the morning sun, are ya? Bit of a washing machine through this section. A little bit too much gear to push too hard, but it's fun. Good sized tunes. As far as the eye can see, all you can see is a track. Suspension gets pumped through here. All these whoops. Feet are killing from these boots on this stuff. One's been a bit wetter. A few bog holes. Follow on the brother. David on his T7. Oh, some of these get fucking deep. Hopefully my bags don't hit. Oh, feeder. David, you got like half a foot of air that time. More dingo tracks in front of me. Looks like some cars coming towards us. Hang on to it, David. Alice, your dad is down, father is down, no injuries, but the bike wants to cool itself down. If you want to pull up, we'll pull up and have a rest. Yeah, okay. They should be stopped at the turn of the K1 line, hopefully. You're going good, David. Going good. First real adventure ride, and he's out in the Simpson. Carried all his own fuel yesterday. Four-wheel drives, chop it out of the ship. Oh, hang on to it, David. Oh, fuck you. I was watching him, not watching myself. Paddling through the shit. bigger salt flats. Been wet as well. Dave and Ned in front. Claude's nearly over the other side. Dunes are starting to get a little bit bigger now. We've turned off the QA line and we're on a straight course to Birdsville now. Oh, David's down. Oh, just. I came up to make sure you're all right. Yeah. So I went up to make sure the brother was all right and dropped my bike for the first time. It's beyond. Oh, get that crossed up. Big one. You alright? I was wondering where this track even went. Yes. Nice work, David. This one. It'll be the one I stuff up on. Oh, hang on to it, David. Good work. Needing to get away a little bit so I can stand up. There we go. Pretty good when you can come out on a trip with your brothers and cruise the Simpson desert. It's been a good trip so far. No injuries, no issues. David's going really good for his... He doesn't ride a lot. So I'd say he'd be, probably an above average, not average, but above average rider, and he's riding this T7, one of the hardest places you can go, and he's bloody carved it up. He should be proud of himself. This is his first big trip. Takes on the semi. So we've been given a hot tip by the Daryl Beatty tour to go downstream a bit. Saves us a 60k diversion, but oh yeah, it's not too bad there. Go Nev. Yes. It's David's turn. Pissed it in. Hopefully put it in four-wheel drive. It's not even a challenge. Yeah. So lucky for us, my brother Mark while he's waiting for Zach, had a chat to the bloke in the Unimog from the Darryl Beatty tour, and told us about a little sneaky crossing that we didn't have to do the 60k diversion, so it's saved us an hour. Now we're actually going to make it to Birdsville today. If we hadn't had that, yeah, we would have got into town a lot later, so good on you, Mark, sussing out the shortcut. I'd say they wouldn't want too many people knowing about it, so I didn't film going in or going out just for that reason. Ends up churning it up and you have that many people going through it. We got 5 bikes and a car through, no issues at all. We're getting pretty close to Big Red now. Getting David's way. Just in case he comes flicking across the track. Big fat tune, that one. Up on Big Red any minute now. There it is. Jesus, look at the water in front of it. There's David. Oh dear. Oh dear. Comes Mark on the cheetah.
Right.
Big Red. Must be part of the road crew. Rightio, so that's the Simpson Desert done 2024. We'll see how much fuel we used. But I ended up giving one of the other guys 3 litres. So I started with 40. I gave a guy 5, so I ended up with 35 litres. Fuel light still hasn't come on the last day, so I've still got heaps of fuel. And when I fill up, we'll see what litres we got left over. Yeah, other than a flat tyre, and haven't had any drama. It's been pretty incident free, which is good. Anyway, haven't had a shower since Tuesday, so it's time to get into town, set up camp, have a shower, and head to the pub for a decent feed instead of eating dehydrated meals. Can't wait. Made it to Birdsville. 520 k's from Mount Dare. Trusty 690's done its job. We'll be going in there for a feed and a few beers later. Hanging for a normal steak or a normal feed. Yeah, so anyway, we've done the Simpson, left Birdsville this morning, Wednesday morning, second week. Filled up my bike this morning, took 9 litres. So with my bags of fuel and the top up, I put in, what was it, 18 litres of fuel in bladders, plus the 9. Yeah, I didn't use as much fuel as I thought I would. So this morning, we can't go down through the corner country because it's all shut still. We're going to Windora, down to Inaminka, and just see what we can do after that. Cordillo Downs road still shut. Birdsville's open, but we can't get across to the corner from there. It's shut. This is the only option we have at the moment. At least it's better than last time. Last time we had to go a 1,000 k diversion north before we could come south because the Diamantina River was flooded. So yeah, we're ahead of where we were last time.